Hello everyone, this is Munzir. Today we are going to discuss about comparison between AAC blocks versus clay bricks. If you are going to construct your building and you are confused between bricks versus blocks, then this video is specially for you and I request you to please see this video till end. After seeing this video, you will get complete knowledge about AAC blocks. If you have not subscribed our channel till now, please subscribe it to get my all technical videos. Without getting any further delay, let's get started. We must be all knowing about clay bricks, but what is AAC block? The full form of AAC block is autoclave aerated concrete blocks, which is made from common material like lime, sand, cement, water, etc. AAC block is suitable for frame structure, but not for load bearing structure. Now, what is the difference between framed structure and load bearing structure? First, we will be discussing about frame structure. How frame structure are being constructed. As shown in the drawing, first we will lay foundation concrete, then pedestal, then plinth beam, then we will raise columns, backfilling of soil, PCC, then we will cast slab, roof slab with beam simultaneously. Same for the first floor, columns, roof slab with beam. Then wall will be constructed. Concept of this method of construction is whatever the load which a slab get, that is a dead load, live load of a roof slab, will be transferred to the roof beam, then to the column, then to the foundation, and from foundation to the soil. In this method, wall will act as just like a partition. No load will be transferred through the walls. Now we can discuss about load bearing structure. As shown in the drawing, first we will lay the foundation concrete, then pedestal, then plinth beam concrete. Over that we can raise walls along with the column, and over that we will cast roof slab with beam. Now concept of this load bearing structure is major load which we are getting from the roof slab, that is dead load, live load, or wind load, whatever the load we are getting from the slab will be transferred to the foundation through walls. Whereas in frame structure, columns will take entire the load which you are getting from roof slab or beam, and the wall will act as just a partition. That is, in future, if you are going to convert the usage of the building, that is, if you are going to change from residential building to commercial building or commercial building to residential building, simply we can knock off the walls or add new walls in frame structure. But you cannot do the same with load bearing structure, as major loads which are getting from the slab is being taken by walls. So if you are going to construct building by framed structure, then you can use these AAC blocks, else you cannot use AAC block for load bearing structures. And next we can talk about dry density of AAC block and bricks. AAC block dry density is around 600 to 700 kg per m cube, whereas for bricks 1800 kg per m cube, which is almost 3 times higher than AAC block. Then weight of single AAC block is around 14 kg, and the same volume of clay brick is around 36 kg. Most important thing is that since AAC block, which weighs around 2.5 times to 3 times less than clay bricks, we are saving almost 67% of dead load. That means structural design will be economical. That is, if the dead load get reduced, then automatically beam section and steel will be reduced. If the beam gets reduced, then column size and its steel will be get reduced, and same like for foundation also. Then we can compare about compressive strength. For both blocks and bricks, it is almost nearly same, around 3 to 4 Newton per mm square for AAC block, and for bricks 2.5 to 3 Newton per mm square. Then we can talk about fire resistance. AAC block resists fire up to 7 hours, whereas bricks resist fire up to 2 hours. Then soil consumption. AAC blocks are made of industrial fly ash, so no soil consumption, whereas brick consumes 25 kg of topsoil for manufacturing 1 square feet of carpet area. And next we can talk about water seepage and termite issues. AAC block does not absorb water like bricks. That is, bricks absorb lot of water due to their high capillary reaction. Whereas in blocks there is no water absorbing issues. Since there is no water seepage, water absorbing issues in AAC block, they do not allow nesting or growing of termites. Due to their high thermal insulation of AAC block, which can save up to 30% of cost of AC. Then we can talk about fire resistance. As we have already discussed about this, melting point of AC block is around 1600 degrees Celsius, which can resist fire up to 6 hours. And next we can talk about speed of construction. AC block work construction is faster than red clay bricks. Time required to complete a wall of size 10.5 by 8 feet work is around 2.5 hours for AC blocks, and whereas for red clay bricks it takes 6.5 hours. The next point is AC blocks is easy to cut and other operation compared to bricks. Next point will be about easy procurement. Bricks are manufactured in brick kilns which are open to sky, so it is difficult to manufacture during rainy season, whereas AC blocks are being manufactured in factories, so it is unaffected by the seasons and it is always available in market. Next we can talk about disadvantages of AC block. AC block product is brittle, so there will be some damages in AC block during transportation, loading, unloading. And the next point is, due to AC blocks smooth finish, sometimes plaster does not stick properly and get cracks. Then friends, how was this video? If you liked this video and if you want to get more technical videos like this, then please subscribe our channel, and if I have missed some important point, please mention in comment box. And if your friends or family members are going to construct the building, then please share this video with them so that they can get complete idea about AAC block and bricks. Please like this video and hit the bell icon. Thank you. Have a good day.